Hi, and welcome to a short practice to give some relief to your neck and shoulders in correcting forward head syndrome, or what I sometimes call tech neck. Just to review, for those of you who've met with me, that's often where our head is leaning forward and or down because of our wonderful devices. And the idea is to start to train the neck to come back into place. So let's start by just kind of leaning into that position and rounding down and then sitting up tall, drawing the shoulders down and back, rounding down and then sitting up tall. And one more time, rounding down and sitting up tall. And then start to exaggerate that sense of your chin coming forward and then pull it back. Try to sit tall and have the head stacked right over the bones of your spine. You can do it a couple of times just to really feel being out of alignment and coming more into alignment. And then hold that position. Sitting up tall, press your feet down onto the floor. Relax your arms. Now we're doing these in a chair. You can always do these standing up. If you prefer, some of them you can do lying down. But for now, we'll stay seated. You can look down or close your eyes and take 3 cleansing breaths. Slow inhale, slow, soft exhale. And again. And one more time. We'll move into a slow, steady breath, inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 5. Let's begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then take a couple more breaths, just naturally following your rhythm. And let your eyes open. So we'll move into the different movements of the spine. We'll start with extension and flexion. Again, you can stay seated forward. I'll turn to the side. On the inhale, we'll accentuate the curves of our lower back and our cervical spine looking up. On the exhale, you can round, tucking the pelvis and rounding the shoulders, releasing your head. Unless there's osteopenia, then keep the head neutral and keep it centered on the pelvic area. So let's do this 5 times. Inhaling and exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. And then sitting up tall, we'll take a side stretch. So let the arms come down at your sides and we'll reach up and over and lower back down. Do it to the other side and lower back down. You can add a smile. Feel the space that's being created in the side ribs as you come over to one side. Could always support the side you're leaning into with a hand there, just so that you don't collapse and fall too far down. We want length on both sides. Let's do it one more time, each way. and over. And to the other side. Good. And then float the arms out. You can interlace your fingers and either rest the hands on the back of your head or release the fingertips to your shoulders. Might want to scoot forward on your chair, and we'll inhale to the left as we twist at the waist, exhale to the right. And let's do that 5 rounds. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Good. And come on back. And then maybe just press on the top of your head and think about lengthening your spine to bring it up. Beautiful. The arm can come down. So now we'll work to strengthen the neck muscles. Once again, interlace your fingers and bring the hands to the back of your head. You want to tuck your chin and lengthen your neck so there's almost no curve here. You can draw the elbows toward you and press your head very strongly, as strong as you can, into your hands. Let your hands give just enough resistance that the head can't go back without drawing the head forward. Keep breathing and relaxing your face, and we'll count down from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You can look up. And then tuck your chin. We'll do it again. Draw the elbows in. Strong press of the head. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Notice any sensation coming up the neck. And then turn your hands into fists and take the thumb side of your fist of each hand against your forehead. This could also be done with a block against the wall if you were standing. Think about tucking your chin, pressing into your hands with your forehead. Don't want to do too much pressure here because it can cause a headache, but just enough that you feel these strong neck muscles working. And again, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Take a breath and relax. And then bring the hands back up, pressing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Now, one of my favorite parts is a little self-massage. So taking the little knuckle of your thumb and maybe gliding your hands in to your scalp, start to glide that thumb knuckle along the base of your skull, right where the neck and head meet at the occipital ridge. And if you notice any spots that are tight or tender, you can just give a little press or maybe even circle your thumb at that point. Sometimes looking slightly up makes the muscles a little more relaxed. And you can always pause this and go a little longer if you feel like it would be helpful. And then release that and bring the first 2 fingers up. And we're going to take little circles first at the jawline. So chew a little to find that spot where the upper and lower jaw meet and just do a little circling forward and backward. And then come right down under your ears to the top of this big, strong muscle, the sternocleidomastoid, and circle forward and backward. And you want to be finding just the right pressure for you. Slide down to the middle of your neck and again, find that perfect pressure, circling forward and circling back. Make sure you're on the side of your neck and not pressing on the front where your windpipe is. And then bring it down to the base of the shoulders. Circle here forward and back. We'll do the same thing down the back of your neck on either side of your spinal column to get that trapezius relaxed. So first 2 fingers right at the base of your skull, outside the spine. Take those circles. Find that perfect amount of pressure. And then go the other way. Slide down about halfway on either side of your spine. Circle again at that midpoint. And you can adjust your head looking slightly up or over to each side and circle the other way. Bring it down to the base of the neck, right where the neck and shoulders meet. And again, circle forward, circle backwards. Release. And just see if there's any way the body wants to respond. Could be a shake, a rounding, a little release of the shoulders. So now we're ready to do those stretches. Let's turn our head to the right, look down at the right shoulder, and squeeze that shoulder up towards your earlobe. If you feel comfortable doing so, float your right arm up and over so that it's resting on the top or the side of your head. And think about pressing your feet into the floor and your head up into your hand, rather than having the hand pulling on the head downward. Can let the left arm relax at your side. Could give it a shake or just let it dangle. See if you can take those slow, deep breaths here. And if it's more relaxing to close your eyes or look gently down with a soft focus, you can do that. And again, sometimes just a slight smile will also bring a sense of relaxation. We're holding this stretch for at least 45 seconds or even better, a minute long, so that the body has time to first work this muscle and then release it, and to feel that big stretch here on the other side. See where else you can let go of tension, maybe lifting your head slightly up and back, or drawing a little bit more over, or pressing a little more into that hand. And then release that hand that's on the head if you brought it up. Slowly bring your head back up to center. Notice what's here before we go to the other side. And there might be soreness. If you've been holding a lot of tension, when we release it, we'll feel some of what was being squeezed so tightly. So turn your head to the left, please, and drop your chin. Squeeze that shoulder up. Now you can stay like this for the next minute, or you can float that left hand up, rest it on your head, and press your head up into the hand. Try to let the right arm this time dangle down. So we're stretching the right side of the neck while the left side is working very physically, squeezing and contracting so that when we tire that muscle out, it will rest more thoroughly. Again, a smile always helps. And lowering or closing the eyes can make this much more relaxing. Take a few more breaths here. And then release that left hand down to the side. Let your head come up. Take any movements you need. And we'll do a very similar stretch, this time looking straight ahead. So tilting to the right, pressing down on your feet, drawing in at the belly, float this hand up if it feels good, or at the very least, float this shoulder up. And we'll hold here once again. You can look slightly up or down. Dangle the left arm, could shake it out if that feels good. Could do a gentle rock from side to side. The main thing is to have this muscle on the right side contracting. Imagine any tension in the body dripping off. Each exhale, getting rid of anything that isn't helpful here. If this feels good, you can always pause this recording and hold this a little longer or repeat it a second time. So let's slowly float this arm up and release the hand down, and we'll go to the other side and bring this hand on top if it feels good, or just squeeze the shoulder up. Arm can dangle down. If you're not bringing this hand to the top of your head, know that you can rest it on your lap or let it too dangle. Try not to collapse in your spine. Stay long and strong so that just the head is moving to the side. The rest of the spine is supporting and spacious. You're always allowed to change your mind and add the hand a little bit later, or if you had your hand here for the first half of the stretch and it gets tired, you're always welcome to lower it and just keep holding that shoulder. When you're ready, lower the shoulder down. If the hand is up, remove it and come on up. Might want to take a little look from side to side or a little shoulder roll. Last bits to keep this better alignment strong. I'm going to turn my chair so you can see what we're doing. You can stay in your chair just as you are. Going to sit up tall, tone the belly. Palms are facing backwards, and just press your chest forward and your hands back. Right? If you're used to locust pose in yoga, you could do this lying down, belly down on the floor, and just keeping your body down, but lifting your chest and your head up off the ground. And then release it and take it one more time. Could also be holding on to the chair, the back of the seat or the back of the chair back, and kind of hinge your weight forward so that you're drawing space here in the chest, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, and then release. And we'll finish with a plank pose. So if you know plank, you can do it on the floor. You can do it on the wall with your forearms or your hands. For today, because I've got the chair here, I'll demo the chair version, which is where I can place my hands on the chair seat, walk my feet back, and then hinge my hips forward, lifting my heels and holding here so that my body's in a long, strong alignment and my head, chin slightly tucked, stays here. And you can come in and out of it. If this is hard on your wrists, you can have your forearms down or maybe hold on to the chair. Right? So I might want to come forward. And if it's hard to do it here, you can, whether you're on the floor or using the chair, come to your knees. Just want to be bringing some body weight here and drawing the shoulders down. And then when you're ready, you can release it. Check in one more time, see how those neck and shoulders are doing. Remember, the tension didn't build up in one day, so it might not all release with just one practice, but doing this multiple times a week, multiple times a day can start to bring some relief. And as you get more and more familiar with it, you can probably do it even more quickly. But I'm happy to be here to have been your guide. So hoping that this will help to bring more ease to the neck and shoulders. Be well.